has the advantage of only needing to win one game, as opposed to whoever is victorious here has 2 games to finish. All right, looks like we are actually off and starting.
Yeah. What is an entrance shuffle? You'll see pretty quick here what an entrance shuffle is, but basically, the vast majority of the entrances in the game are mixed around from normal and, you know, what you might be used to seeing things in a certain spot, but they're gonna be all switched around here.
Yep.
Hey, having some trouble killing the
Yep, there we go. He got
the soldier there, but he gets some bombs. That's a great first pull for him.
All right. Oh, found Desert Palace in Hyrule Castle, and the Sanctuary is at the Escapes. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Desert Palace is notably a pendant dungeon here, so...
Yes, it is.
AA is only going to be able to check this one chest. Well, actually, no, that's not true. He can... If he gets his key, he'll be able to go and check the right chest. He has bombs as a weapon, so I was thinking he didn't have any weapons at all.
Yeah. Always got to remember the bombs. And PikaPals finding Blind's hut.
Okay, looks like the key's on the torch, so he won't be able to go to the back. But AA will be able to go out and check the other exits here to try to see if it takes him somewhere interesting.
Yes.
Hindsight, of course, a great find, but I'm not expecting to find anything good here, because, you know, you're used to that. You find these 5-item hype caves, and you don't get anything.
Yep, nothing but a lot of health. Alright, so also keep in mind, that was the main entrance, and alright, we're up on Death Mountain, so that's very quick access.
Yeah, Death Mountain is a great place to find in a full entrance shuffle, because you get the access to this place that is pretty likely to have a ton of dungeons up here, but AA takes the death, and he's going to have to work his way back through there if he wants to get up to Death Mountain again. But he's got that knowledge.
Well, he also has the other entrance he can check, too. The right side exit. Oh, PikaPal's finding the correct half of the Ice Rod Cave. And Power Glove. It's so bad.
Glove is
but
huge.
That's so good.
Shuffle. It opens up a few spots, and it lets you cover areas and cover them totally. Like the Ice Rod Cave has 3 caves in that section, but you can't open them all until you have the glove to go with it. So.
Well, correct, Kapav. This is not on the schedule. This is impromptu. Oh, PikaPal's finding Sahasrara. Are we going to get any knowledge? Okay, desert is green pendant.
And nothing there.
Freak, what is entrance shuffle exactly? Well, in this instance, there are only a couple houses where it will stay the same, but primarily, when you enter a room, whether or not it has a single entrance or a multi-entrance, or I use the term exit, is better. It'll shuffle between all of those. So, for example, PikaPals just found Agina's cave. No, that's not Agina. I'm sorry. That is it looked like Agina's for a second. It is Agina's?
Yeah, he doesn't have any bombs.
Oh, he doesn't have bombs. Okay, yeah. So, like right there, he found it in Kakariko. But like when AA found Desert Palace inside of Hyrule Castle is a multi-exit because it has the front door, the 2 side doors on the top, and Aghanim's Tower.
Well, Hyrule Castle is also a dungeon, so...
Well, it's also a dungeon, but this is a full shuffle where the entrances can shuffle with each other.
Right. Just saying, the full shuffle means that all of the dungeons entrances and all of the multi-entrance caves are shuffled together. So the dungeons can be in any of those caves, and the multi-entrance caves can be in any of those caves. Yep. Main rules are really that they can't cross between Light World and Dark World.
Yeah, that causes a lot of things, and PikaPals found the flute in the back half of the tavern, which is one of the vanilla locations, the other one being Link's house. And, wow, and the flippers. And a cape. Just don't go swimming with the cape on. That'll get all wet and it'll give you some more extra drag, and it's just really bad.
That was a very profitable little section there for PikaPals.
Ooh, Spike Cave.
Spike Cave. That's a save that for later.
Yep. Oh, and as a heads up, you will be seeing Dark World caves in Light World and Light World caves in Dark World. That's fine. When we say the changes of things like you will never exit the cave in the other world.
So activating that flute he got.
Yeah, not a problem, Freak Wildy. Like I said, this is a very fun thing. If you get a chance to watch a few of these races, there are still a few people who do race the entrance shuffle on speedruns live. Always take a look at it. Yes, connected entrances will always be in the same world. That is what we were saying.
Oops.
So, like, the easiest example I can give is the brother's house. You enter the left side. It's like if you take the right exit, you could be in Death Mountain. You take the left exit, you can be at Agana's Cave in the desert.
Well, that's not quite true. You can only exit into a dungeon or a multi-entrance cave.
And a multi-entrance, yeah. Okay, not Agana. That's my bad. Okay, yeah. One of the rightmost spire of Desert Palace. How's that?
Right. That works much better. Where was that glove at?
The glove was at crud.
I know it was in the ice rod chest. But...
Yeah, it was in the ice rod chest. It was in It's in Kakariko.
Okay, so AA will find it soon.
Yeah. Yes, Freak. If you've already checked an entrance, it will not shuffle. That is a different variant of the That is a different variant of the entrance shuffle.
Well, the entrances in every variation remain the same when you check them. It's just there's the in the Madness and Insanity, the entrances and the exits get decoupled. So you exit something and you enter something, you exit, and you'll come out a different place than where you originally entered. But it's still it's still the case that when you see that place on the overworld, you know what you're getting into.
All right. Oh, and PikaPal's finding the dam. So for those of you new to entrance shuffle, draining the dam means it will stay drained permanently. So now if PikaPals needs to get into Swamp Palace, they don't have to find the dam again.
Yeah, and that's a mechanic that's necessary in order to make it so that the dam and Swamp Palace can be moved. It does remove the requirement of the mirror for Swamp Palace, but it allows for a lot more fun with where these things can be put, so it's worth it.
Yep. Mushroom on the desert ledge, so we got a fetch quest.
Yeah, and we don't know where the witch is going to be. We know, you know, she's going to be in the same place outside, but the inside of the potion shop can be anywhere.
Yep, and wow, there's Pod. So Pod entrance is left side. Was that left side or was that main?
That was the left entrance of desert.
Yeah, we do apologize. PikaPals apparently is just having some net issues. We're doing best we can to see what we can do, but... So if you guys notice something in the menu, please call it out if we've missed it or if the item tracker is not updated properly. We're going to do the best we can. All right, looks like we're going to sync the streams up a little bit as best we can. All right, Pod is a crystal.
Yeah. Hopefully that little delay that Fiesel added there helps to keep the lag to a minimum.
Yes. Thank you again, Fiesel. This man rocking all the tournaments so far, and we can't love Fiesel enough for all the work, all the hard work he puts on for all the tournaments for speed gaming and everything. So,
just
all right. Nope, $300 in the what's that called? Spectacle Rock. So another reason why I like to use the term X-sets is because, like, single entrance dungeons, like Pod, for example, have 2 X-sets. They have the main entrance where you leave, and then when you defeat the boss and you teleport out. That's also considered an X-set. That's why it's included in the multi-entrance caves.
it's interesting that AA didn't go through any of those multi-entrance caves to see where they turned out for him. I guess he's right now just working on full clearing the map first.
Yeah, that might be a good ploy. We'll see.
Got a vanilla.
Vanilla.
$50 there. I don't think either of them paid the bottle salesman.
I don't recall seeing a bottle sell. No, unless Pika did, and unfortunately it lagged out, so we couldn't see it. But and PikaPals doing the Dark Maze.
Yep. Green tunic, 6 hearts, no sword, just a boomerang to echolocate.
Yep. All right, let's see. No, this is not a replay. This is live. Let's see, and this is vanilla and Aghanim required. Oh, hammer on the ledge.
Hammer, wow.
It's a hammer at Vanilla Lumberjack.
That is arguably the most important item.
Okay. Pika did check salesman. It was a full heart. Okay, thank you. Chat is good backup tracker. So yep, Aga required, boots required.
Oh, Pika picked up the mirror somewhere.
Oh, Bombos.
But so that you must have got the mirror somewhere in Pod.
Yeah, it must have been in Pod. No, this is not a. They have not played. This is the losers bracket final. If they did play, one of them knocked the other out.
Got the ice rod in the sea house, which was at Aghanem's cave.
Nice. So yes, it is possible to have a rematch in a double elimination tournament. And it just so happens... Yeah, I think it was AA knocked PikaPals out, and then AA got knocked out, and then they both went through all the way to the finals.
AA finds the fire rod.
Wow, AA finds the fire, and we have I think we had the ice rod on Pika's side.
Yeah, that was in Aghanem's cave.
Wow.
So
that tells me Turtle Rock's required. Just we don't know where it is.
Expecting an early Trinox fight here.
Ooh, chicken hut.
Yep. Only some bombs out in the water from the swamp drain. Just a shop there.
All right. Let's see. PikaPal's gonna go check Mini Moldworm, see where that goes into.
So I definitely say that PikaPals probably has a little edge here with the mirror out of
well, the mirror and the power gloves.
Out of pod. Yeah, the glove, he didn't AA didn't find that yet. Still not sure.
Ike, no, the swamp entrance is randomized. However, what'll happen is the dam will stay drained permanently once it's found. And you've drained it. And we found the well. Let's see what's in here. Lots of money. So, yep, the 5-item cave's not paying out. PikaPal's at the shopping district. Oop, missed the flight.
AA is going to check the back of escape now.
Ooh, AA found a blue tunic somewhere. I didn't see that. And the Smiths were at the shopping mall. Thank you. It's in the well? Okay. Okay, AA opting not to do the dark room. Probably because no weapon. Turtle, no. The exit will not be randomized. So if you go in and out, it'll be always the same.
Oh, that's...
Oh! Wait a minute.
That's where the gloves were. Okay.
I saw gloves in a chest. Oh god, that means they can get titans.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so no, it wasn't a full heart.
Yeah, someone's been lying to us, unless they're on different seeds, but I don't think so.
I don't think they are. So we could have an early... Yeah, we could have early titans met. Oh boy. All we need now is the moon rock.
It's notable that AA already has his money taken care of for Zora.
Yep. Probably gonna wait to get the moon pearl before... Actually, no, he has the flippers. Never mind. That would be on my list of things to do. And PikaPal's getting the sad news that Aghanim is required. But now the fun part is, where is that at?
Yeah, he could be in the Dark World.
Yep. Just cannot be at Ganon's Tower. That's the only thing we know.
That Moldorm is...
Oh, he shimmied through the top!
But yeah, being a little silly there.
Well, you don't see that too often.
No. Really wanted nothing to do with Link. Yeah, I don't think PikaPals actually had Bombos before, but he's about to get it right here. So
yeah, PikaPals
now the track is accurate.
There's the sea house. Alright, AA is now fully equipped for Trinex, minus...
You know, something to hurt him.
Yeah. Well, a hookshot would be a lovely item to have too. Oh no, he needs the cane.
He needs a hammer or sword.
Yeah, he needs a cane to even get in.
Yeah. But well, not necessarily. This is
AA. Yeah, AA just got his ice rod.
I'm a little surprised that AA is not going back to Death Mountain after he found that entrance to it. It seems like where the action would be.
Well, he has a multi-entrance in Eastern coming up, so that might be a better use of his time because he knows where it's at. So he's probably gonna. He might be hunting for the Moon Pearl, maybe. Too bad we don't know what the stun item is yet. Anticlimactic.
So, have we found every 5-item cave here?
I believe so.
And there wasn't a single thing in any of them? Bombos? That was the best thing, I guess?
Bombos and Banana Hat, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, so we've got the 7-item cave left from Death Mountain.
Yeah. AA finding Super Bunny. The easy half worked through, so that's good.
I'm gonna guess there's something here. And... okay,
Nope.
Shows what I know. Alright. Pika's doing Zora from the, intended way, I guess.
Yeah? Nothing wrong there.
Yeah, I'd just rather flute to 8 and swim in the warp. Usually myself, but...
Alright, check the waterfall entrance to see where this leads. Ooh, the big money cave.
Yeah, at this point I'd feel like the single entrances aren't terribly worth it. I would really be focusing on the multi-entrance caves, or the caves that have an exit associated with them. Oh, AA has found the back of the old man's cave, I believe. Or, not, the cave where the old man is lost.
That's what it sounds like to me. Alright, what does Big Fish have? Yes, for you I have Piece of Heart. 500 rupees. Oh, it needs to be careful.
Even if he dies here, he'll just start back at the old man, so...
Oh, that's right, yeah, because that's a safe flag.
Oh god.
Nope.
Yeah. Oops, small time loss.
Literally between a rock and a hard place.
A little easier this time with 5 hearts. So, one important thing that happened there is that AA set the old man's save point now, so which will almost certainly be on Death Mountain, and he can get back to Death Mountain just by saving quick there.
Yep. Let's actually see if that's where he goes. Alright, he does.
Of course, this could just be a desert or something too, but we'll see.
Oh. Ooh, that's pretty good, actually. Bottom part of Paradox. Alright, and with that, I'm actually going to go ahead and sign out. We got Magus coming in to relieve me. You guys all have fun. With that, Jake Hopper, nice talking with you for a good 25 minutes there.
Yeah, thanks for commenting with me.
Yep, not a problem. Alright, Magus, floor's all yours. You guys have a good night.
Thanks, Duke. Jake Hopper, did I miss anything insane?
No, not really. We haven't found a ton of dungeons or anything yet. Just the, pod, and then the first half of Desert, and here we found some Thieves Town, so you're just in time for some action.
Cool. Cool. Yeah.
PikaPals did have a very nice lampless, swordless run through pod and ended up getting the mirror out of there. So
that I wish I could have seen. It sounds like Thieves is a pendant. But this should be an interesting one. Should be a very interesting one. It's been a while since we've had an entrance shuffle, though, tournament match. But still should be interesting. So far, just the map for AmazingAmpharos.
yeah. Right now, with the items that AA has, he has no way to kill blind, but he can clear the chest in the attic here, and I'm guessing that's probably what he's gonna do, and then likely save and quit out of there.
More than likely, I mean, unless...
Or maybe Death Warp, I'm not quite sure.
I would say depends on where where Thieves Town is.
I think Thieves Town is in the east side of Death Mountain.
So it depends on whether or not he has found everything there or not.
PikaPals has made his way all the way up to the top of Death Mountain here, which is nice. We didn't get to see all those caves from AA since he took a death.
That is...
Ooh, Ganon's Tower.
Oh god, that'll be sweet for PikaPals. The only drawback is he can't complete all of the right side.
He can't complete anything.
Mm.
A Moon Pearl, though.
Pearl.
Oh, that is huge.
Yes.
So, I believe he still has to find the other glove at the bottle vendor, and once he finds that, he can go directly to the Dark World.
That'll be sweet for him. That will be insanely useful for him.
Yeah, AA is going to have to get back to the west side of Death Mountain again.
Yep. But they got the flute early, which is very nice. So each of them has an item, the other one doesn't. Ooh! Punk Rock's Cave, but it only has 20 bucks.
Yeah, it's important to note here that they don't have the same glove. So, PikaPals found his glove in the Ice Rod Cave, which I'm not quite sure where that was, and AA got his glove from visiting the bottle vendor. So,
Titans is available then.
Yes,
that's very useful. Ooh, desert for PikaPals.
Yeah, so this is the third exit of Desert. We've already seen the other two. Yeah. Okay, AA is going to get his Moon Pearl, and he'll have 2 of the 3 ingredients necessary for Dark World access.
Yep, but one of the nice things is that does actually help with a nice warp. And Pika turning into mushroom. What will the witch be selling today, I wonder?
It could be a long time until we find out. Maybe never. It's good to get it turned in anyway, just so that once you find the potion shop, then you're good to go.
That is true. That is very, very true. I mean, with the way the entrance shuffle is, anytime you've got a fetch quest on your hands, turn it in as soon as possible. Especially if it's the potion hunt. It's literally one of those occasions that, you know, when you find it, you find it.
Yeah, it's of course necessary, or not necessary. It's of course nice to find the potion shop too, so that you can actually buy potions. Otherwise, your only sources of potions are the shops with the red potions in them, and you know, if you can toss a bottle into one of the fountains, if the fairy happens to give you that for a random prize.
Yeah, I know. I'm a fan of, always checking that no matter what, the mode is. Because if it's got free blue goo, if I've got any bottles on me that just, no matter what's in them, I am basically downing them immediately and just filling up with free blue goo.
The hobo paying off with the goods right here. So we got a bow there.
Wow. He was a former archer, I guess. But that is very useful. So, want to take guesses on where the lamp will be? Because they haven't found that yet, it appears.
Well, it can be anywhere in Dark World here, so... no clue. I'm gonna guess it's an ice palace.
Ooh, another bottle of blue goo. Actually, should we call it blue goo or maybe water?
I think blue goo works a little better.
Yeah. But the brother's house?
I don't think we've seen the sick kid yet, so... when we do find that, there will be that...
Ooh, but Chicken Hut?
payoff. Yeah, AA has already cleared this section of the overworld, but... PikaPals is heading in the direction of the fire rod now.
That'll be useful. That will be very useful. So, if you were AmazingAmpharos, how far would you go into pod? As far as you can?
Definitely. And I don't know where the mirror was because, PikaPals was half in the dark and half losing frames, and I'm half distracted by my niece here, so...
I feel ya.
Yeah.
My girlfriend just moved in, like, Friday, so, getting everything situated on that one.
Leave me alone so I can play video games.
Well, she's a gamer as well, so, we both feel each other on that one. But then again, that's what co-op's for. But Pico now has his fire rod, which would prove to be very useful.
Yeah,
of course.
It's too bad AA didn't find the bow before doing this. I mean, Pika did it a long time before finding the bow, but AA had almost everything cleared except for the water spot before. The water spots before going in here, so...
yeah.
We'll see if he gets anything good. I'm not a big fan of using that key there when I don't have the bow because you could lock yourself out of the back, which is of course very lucrative.
Oh yes, I definitely agree with you there. The only time I will actually either check that is if, well, more than likely, it's usually the second to last chest I will check. Especially if I don't have the bow, it's usually the last one.
Well, in the newer logics, the big key can be anywhere equally, so it could be there, and then I would want to have the big key before heading to the back, so often I'll make a point of checking that before I'll head to the back, but sometimes I'll just take a gamble anyway and go to the back.
I know I will if I am trying to sequence break or anything like that, but I do have to say it's one of those things that from last I heard with Pod, the first 3 chests in there basically are the only 3 chests that you could have the bow at present.
I don't think that applies to this.
Oh yeah, you're right. This is 25.5 logic.
Right.
Ooh, and Pika finding Moldroad Cave.
Yeah, I was gonna point that out, but just letting you finish your thought.
Paradox.
Yeah. I like to call it 7-item cave. And we still got quarter magic possibility in here, and it shows up, so that is going to be a huge asset, considering they're still swordless here.
Yeah, and I forgot we still had quarter magic. Because all the newer versions, it's only in easy mode.
Man, the mirror I don't think has shown up for AA yet, so it must have been in the dark maze here. If AA cannot pull the mirror out of this maze, that's going to be a big advantage for PikaPals.
I agree with you there. I know I am not the best at this room, and I can't get the hammer bomb jump to be able to actually cheat on that one. But this will be an interesting race.
So just money in that first chest. It must have been the second chest which had the...
Ooh! Pika finding Quake! And
There's the lamp.
Hype Cave's still hype in this version. So the bombable hut's got Hype Cave. That is going to be extremely useful.
Yeah, we won't know for a long time if Quake will be required here.
Looks like AmazingAmpharos is either setting up a death warp or...
There, he got it. He got his mirror. I don't think there's anything important in the big chest, so he won't be missing out on that if he dies. No, he's not setting up a death warp. He's just...
That I don't...
struggling
I think I saw, no, he does have the big key. Trying to actually keep an eye on PikaPals' frame rate and seeing what's happening on his side. Ooh, but he finds the bombable hut. Excuse me. Couldn't tell what he got from it.
Nope. Walked up, it was closed, and he walked away and it was empty, so I don't know.
I know.
He definitely checked it.
That is true. That is very, very true. I'm assuming neither of them have gone and checked the Dark World shopping mall? But
wow.
Ooh! Stumpy having the hook shot!
No, Pika is the first one who got Dark World access, and he's just now started clearing the Dark World. There's been nowhere close to an opportunity for the Dark World shopping malls here, but PikaPals is really in good shape on items now, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's just getting, used to the entrance shuffle again.
Alright, AA gets his little shield. And now we can finally move on and come back when he gets the bow and hammer.
Yep. Now, Go ahead.
I feel like it's necessary to tell you if you didn't already know that the hammer is at the lumberjack cave, so egging him is definitely required once we find him.
Oh, I did not.
But it's looking like Aghanim's probably going to be in the Dark World at this point. We'll have to wait and see where he turns up.
That is true. Next thing is that it will give them access to not only the hammer, but the pyramid item. Since right now they cannot get to there. Oh no, wait, I'm wrong. They can. They have the flippers.
Yeah, AA just set up a fake flippers, and yeah, he's got the flippers, so...
Yeah. I know I've seen that once or twice before. And Pika taking the frog on the Dark World tour.
Yeah. Frog wanted to go shopping today, apparently, so...
So, I'll ask chat if they've got any, thoughts on what's going to be in the shopping mall today. And I'll ask you as well, Jake Cooper. Do you have any thoughts?
I'm hoping for a potion shop here.
I know that'll always be fun. I know the devs in the latest version actually added in Dev Cave.
Yeah. AA can't be happy getting his bow immediately after leaving Pod.
So let's see. The first room was a fairy fountain, if I recall. Ooh, the potion shop!
Seems like a common area for it to be in for some reason. I don't know, but yeah. Little surprised he didn't get the refill there.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I'm always a fan of taking the refill. But ooh, blacksmith in the light world.
Yeah. Perfect time to check the potion shop. Really good routing by PikaPals there. Considering
But
he had to go
only-
back there to return the smith, and he wanted to check those spots. Good job doing those things together.
That is very good planning. And I know both of these runners also made the main fall tournament, so they are both very skilled, especially when it comes to open mode.
Dev Cave is a cave in vanilla that doesn't have much purpose, but I think they just added some text to the cave now.
They did.
That calls out the devs.
Yeah, I actually was the one that suggested VTorp on that one. What he eventually decided to do was, because he couldn't think of anything, was to just put the last message in the that's in the devs Discord. But the normal thing that it says is tell Link about the hammer, and how using the hammer on enemies will give him magic.
So we've got a spiral cave here on PikaPal's side.
The long walk of shame, as most players will say.
I don't know that there's any shame in it. It's just
They prefer the boots.
yeah.
It's just always sad when you get the boots and ether. So they don't need to worry about any of the medallions.
AA really, really needs that that second glove right now. That's really holding him back. Oh, but he's going right back to finish clearing out the front of Pod here.
That will always be useful. Because there's these 2 more items there. They still...
Well, I guess there are... I don't know where we're at for map and compass.
I believe he's got the compass at least. I saw that much, and the big key. So 1 to 2 items. Yeah, the option of 1 or 2 items, depending on if Helmasaur has the last item or not. And PikaPals making his play on Thieves Town.
Where was that ice cave?
So, some bombs for AmazingAmpharos. And the map. Helmasaur is holding the last item. And PikaPals just about to finish his check of thieves. Though I'll ask you, do we think you will actually go to the back?
Yeah, the Thieves is a crystal. Does he have any weapons that will hurt blind yet?
No, he does not.
No, so he can't finish it, but he'll go all the way back to the attic and bomb it open. At least
Yes.
AA did the same thing already. AA has been in Thieves a while ago.
And I'm trying to remember what it was back there. Remember, it did have something that was nice, but trying to look here. I don't remember. That's the one thing about the entrance shuffle. It's always fun to watch, and it takes a lot more skill at it.
Yeah, not only do you have to remember everything you're doing, or it really recommended to keep notes, but AA looks lost already. But you can also be put in some incredible combat situations, like having to do Vitreous swordless.
It is still disgusting. This is something that you will only ever see in swordless open mode. And it looks like PikaPals is opting to go down and check. No, does he realize that he can only get to a key now? Or does he know something we don't? That he actually has a weapon to fight blind? I think Pika is thinking about trying to go and beat blind. Oh no, I think I know what he's gonna do. And that is a smart play too. he's going to go set blind up in the boss chamber. Although the fight normally is a scripted fight, even if you die, blind will still remain in the boss chamber. So the nice thing about that is that when he comes back, he can just go straight in and complete the dungeon, if he so chooses.
Okay. Sorry, I got...
Oh, it's quite alright.
Distractions here.
It is quite alright, my dear fellow. Quite alright. Yeah, it looks like PikaPals is going to route blind into the chamber, and then, go from there.
The unfortunate part of this is that, I don't know his item count. Wait, did he not actually bring blind there?
He brought blind there and decided to mirror out instead of setting it up for the fight.
Yeah, that's weird. Why wouldn't he have actually activated blind so that he doesn't have to...
I know for the music it was a pendant when AmazingAmpharos checked it, so maybe he's hoping that it is not needed?
Yeah.
I don't think it was the green pendant.
No, the green pendant is at desert. We know that.
Okay.
But desert is boots blocked. In technically boots blocked, but then again, AA is really lost. This is crazy. You never see this from him.
I think it's because of the fact of I've heard a few runners that have been in the Inter-Shuffle tournament and now the Fall tournament say that it's been a little harder to shift back and forth between them. Yeah,
but AA knows this better than pretty much anyone, so it's still just surprising.
Ooh, and PikaPals finding Turtle Rock. Interesting, Turtle Rock. And the waterfall the waterfall fairy. I saw one of the two chests, and that was an arrow upgrade.
Yeah. I don't even know if it was an upgrade or just some arrows.
It was an arrow upgrade.
Alright, he's got quarter magic and fire rod. He's got enough to kill some Pokies, so he'll take a look around Turtle Rock here, see what he can do.
And if he could hover, he could even beat it. But I can't tell if it's pendant or crystal. I don't think either of our runners have really checked the map.
I guess AA is gonna... Is he gonna steal the key? Or he's gonna go and fight,
Does he have the big key?
Yeah, he's got the big key. The big key was in the open chest.
The compass chest, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Compass or map? I forget which.
I think it's actually the map. I think the compass is below the big key.
Yeah. But no, this is going to be a tough fight for him.
But, yeah, he's got fire rod, he's got bow, so he's got more than enough resources to handle it.
Yep. I've seen... Go ahead.
Oh, I don't know what you're going to say, but go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I've seen, runners like Andy, I forget who made the Kaisermiser for this, but actually require bombs only land bolus.
Yeah, Christos made one of those, right?
I know, it might have actually been Christos's, but Ampharos gets one hit, manages to kill one land moli, two, and now all three.
I don't think bombs only land moles is really all that tough. I've done it, and there are far more difficult boss fights that you can find yourself in.
I guess. Though when you're at 3 hearts and have no other weapon.
So what we just saw there, just to point that out, was AA found the compass there. So the
last few items are at the back.
Yeah, he's gonna need the boots to get the other 2 items out of desert, whatever they may be. He does know where Sahasrahla is, so he's gonna turn in the screen pendant and get a piece of heart.
Yep.
I'm sure he was hoping for some progression there.
Yes. The nice thing is Pika did find the swamp, You'd find Swamp Palace, though opting not to check it earlier. I know it's only one chest, but he's also got the mirror, so it would have been worth it.
Yeah, I'm not sure that it's worth it, because he knows where the hammer is. So he just needs to find Aghanim before he goes back there. It seems pretty unlikely that that one item is going to give him access to Aghanim's tower.
Well, unless it was a sword. But I couldn't see what Pika got.
So did anyone in chat go back and look or anything to see where the Ice Rod Cave was?
I know Essenby, our tracker, humbly said that it was very early on.
Right, yeah, I mean, I knew that much, that PikaPals had found it very early, but...
Someone in chat saying he thinks it was in the library.
Okay, it was library. Yeah, AA just never went in there.
Ouch.
It's not good for him.
Feel bad, man. Feel bad.
Yep. PikaPals is just making incredible progress here, and...
It'll be hard for AA to get back into this for now. Though, if you find something like the Can of Samaria, or... Oh no, they know where the hammer is. Can of Samaria, though, would allow them to clear the right side of Ganon's tower. Ooh, and Hyrule Castle's exit is Skull Woods. So from Death Mountain to Skull Woods. A very useful thing.
Yeah, PikaPals is not going to check that first chest here. I wonder if he's gonna check other stuff and go back to it or what. Still looking for a first sword. 51 minutes in.
Yep. This is when you could really outlast, you know, and really deal with not having a sword.
We're about to see AA clear the tile room here.
Yep, he probably is. But the tile room might actually have progression.
No, he didn't. He
took the key and decided to walk out.
Why is that? I'm really surprised he's not just going and doing that tile room if he's stuck.
Yeah, I mean, the tile room could have a sword. It could have... not the hammer. They don't have access to the tablets.
It could have the Cane of Samaria.
Oh yeah, that actually...
Oh, no, never mind. He can't get to the tile room. He needs the cane to get there. I'm sorry. I'm being silly.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
We all have those days. And while Pika's, you know, wandering around, AmazingAmpharos is clearing Skull, finding the big key, I might add, so there's some hope there. If we can get to see what he manages to pull from it. Let us see. Nope!
Is AA is gonna go check the last chest in Escape? The dark sewers chest?
He really needs to remember that he hasn't checked the library.
I don't think that's the kind of thing that you remember, because...
Entered shuffle.
Yeah, it's just that he accidentally skipped it for some reason. I'm not quite sure of his route, why he skipped it. But... yeah, he did, and he just doesn't know that he skipped it, so...
Yeah, I know. It's sometimes a lot harder to remember in Entrance Shuffle.
Alright, well this could be the cane or something right here.
Did either of them get a chance to check the dark room?
Oh, AA went into the Ice Rod Cave and missed it for what it was. Wow!
The boots! Oh, that is nice for AmazingAmpharos. This gets him right back into it.
Well, kind of. This opens up new spots for him that may or may not help him. He's gonna immediately go back into desert and get these two items here, and then he'll start checking those bonk caves, but then, seems fairly likely he's just gonna get stuck at that point.
Maybe. Because technically...
he needs to get to Dark World. And he's not going to get to Dark World without that glove.
But will Pika remember the Dark Chest and Escape? Because he has the lamp, so it is not a sequence break for him.
Yeah. So that's certainly a question. When is he going to get these boots? But the boots might not be necessary unless there's something required behind them, because there is only a small key on the torch in Ganon's tower. Desert's not a crystal, and the key wasn't necessary anyway. So, yeah, let's see what this turns out. A sword!
A sword!
Wow.
Definitely useful for AmazingAmpharos.
It's still not progression, but it's a sword. And 300 rupees, so, yeah.
A sword, a sword.
Now he's gonna check the block rocks behind the house. Oh, Pika's going there immediately! Wow! How? Oh, he hadn't even been back here before, but he's got the lamp already, so I assume that he's gonna go right ahead and do the rest of it. Yes. Wow. That is a great call by Kim, and yeah, this is gonna not give AA any advantage at this point, so that's unfortunate for AA.
Yeah. The randomizer giveth, and the randomizer take away. But while we have this minute, I'll say, you know...
Oh, you know what? Maybe AA is gonna see this, and maybe it'll jog his memory. That I saw the other half of this cave before, and this is not the half that I want. I want the other one I saw.
Yep.
That is probably the luckiest find he could have had right there. He might be, like...
Yep, it looks...
unsalvageably far behind. That is exactly what happened, though. Wow. That is amazing.
I think he can still salvage this.
It's possible. It's possible, but man, did he lose a lot of time.
Yes. Now, mind you, with the way the entrance shuffle works, it is a lot easier to not only get confused, but also lose some time. You know, Pika could forget an item, and, you know, AmazingAmpharos could immediately get back into this.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree?
It's certainly possible.
And AmazingAmpharos immediately going to... Because he's got a sword! He can check Meyer!
It's ether. He doesn't have ether, of course. He needs bombos for that. I think AA's top priority now, and I mean both of their top priorities should be finding Aghanim's tower, so that you can get that hammer.
The hammer immediately gives you a huge advantage.
Though, it's also important to note that until Pika gets his sword, he can't clear
Aghanim's tower.
Right.
But AmazingAmpharos finding King's Tomb,
which has nothing of interest.
Just some bombs. I guess the former king was an actual pyromaniac. But getting to check Checkerboard Cave, though. And all these spots are places PikaPals could go, but choosing not to. But the chess game!
Just a heart.
Well, that and 100 rupees, but that's always useful.
So the biggest thing we need to find at this point is the cane.
The cane, Aghanim's tower...
Do we have a tracker here now? We don't have boots marked on Pika's side.
I know SFI was handling it, but when I tried to pull up the tracker, it was acting up a bit. But we got it now. It's all good. It's all good. And PikaPals opting to check the emergency exit of Death Mountain. He found Aga's tower!
He did!
And he just walked away.
Before A gets there. Wait, Pika's gonna go. Okay, he's
doesn't
leaving.
have the sword.
Yes, he doesn't. He doesn't have the sword, so we can't go in there. So as soon as AA gets there, if he heads in that direction soon, that could be a big advantage for him. But and he might. He's not that far from that section. So.
Yep. But that'll be amazing for AmazingAmpharos. That actually put him right back in this. Because if he gets the hammer, that's a huge advantage for him.
Yeah. Pika has to remember to go back to finish Desert.
Yes. Which... Desert was a pendant.
Ooh, a sick kid.
Not to. And today's sick kid item is the Riot Shield.
Yeah, another shield. I didn't see where Pika got the fire shield, but he's got all 3 of them now.
I think it was in Skull Woods. Let's see, finding the bomb shop.
It really seems unlikely to me that any other required items are going to be on the overworld. But you never know, the game will surprise you sometimes.
That is true. That is very, very true. And if I recall correctly, this was the... oh god.
Hype Cave, which had
the lamp?
Things of interest. Yeah, the lamp was certainly something.
Wake. Some money. Bomb, and yes, the lamp. So until PikaPals remembers to go check and complete Desert, AmazingAmpharos is on his way to catch up.
Yeah, AA is heading up to Bumper Cave right now. Let's see if he does Bumper Cave or if he goes to Skull first. He's a big fan of going to Skull early to make sure he at least grabs a key out of there before finding the back. He might go to Skull first, but then I imagine from there he's probably gonna go to Bumper Cave. Well, let's see. Maybe he'll check Bumper Cave first.
If he checks Bumper Cave first, he has. If he heads to Bumper Cave right now, he takes the lead.
Yes, I think that's pretty clear.
Because he will find Aghanim's tower. Having a sword, that means he can immediately go and complete it. Opting to skip it for now. Hopefully he'll come back. And Catfish really not having much today.
Yeah, just checking the single item caves in the area first.
Oh, definitely worth the check.
He's gonna check it, because you hope to see something like Hookshot Cave or a dungeon when you check it, and it's just a question of whether he goes through it.
Well, considering it is the back half of the Light World escape, not escape, Death Mountain
exit.
Yeah. He will opt to, and he will find his Aga Tower to be able to complete that.
Oh man, we got these Dark World keys here. They're doing massive damage.
Yeah, ouch. And
he is going to be so happy when he finds this.
If he walks out, that's just...
No, he's not walking out.
No, of course not.
He's got quarter magic and a fire rod. Everything's going to get burned.
Yeah, to death. And there's the library.
Nothing of interest there, I take it.
20 rupees. And here comes the Chia house check. But just one of the empty houses.
Man, this is... It's incredible that A can be winning this race just from actually kind of getting stuck early. Is maybe putting him ahead, because he went back and did like the only thing he could do. He found the boots, and then he went back and did the other thing he could do, and he found the sword. So
yep. And that's the thing about entrance shuffle. Unlike normal open mode, getting stuck does not, cost you anything. You're actually rewarded for routing better. I know that's one of the things, going from actually helping out with the Entrance Shuffle tournament to playing, normal open mode, it's been a little harder to remember that, at the end game, when you get, stuck, your smallest mistakes hurt you so much. But PikaPals opting to check, Vanilla Pod and trying to make sure that Kiki doesn't run away. While we do that, AmazingAmpharos is working his way through Aga Tower. So I'll ask both you, Takeover, and chat. Let's get your blue ball guesses in, now. How many blue balls do you think Aga 1 will give him today?
Well, I'm not going to guess, but I know the answer. This is Entrance Shuffle, remember? Oh Pika finds his first sword! That is a very different first sword.
Island!
Oh, man.
Well, now they're both equipped with a sword.
Alright.
And Pika knows where to go for his hammer, too.
I see one correct guess. 2 correct guesses in chat. This isn't quite V25. This is more like it's a separate program from the website randomizer, and there are no blue balls in it.
Good.
So,
I thought there still was in that one.
No. I mean, LL Cool Dave never added blue balls to the randomizer, so...
I guess he didn't like them as much as a lot of us do.
Wait, are you saying you like them?
No, I'm saying that we really don't like them.
Oh, okay. You're saying he didn't like them the same way that a lot of us don't like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's a case that he decided not to add them, or if he just didn't make it a priority to
I know it took just a while to decide on that one.
Yeah.
But AA going to immediately everybody with his hammer. And...
in theory, this could be pure... Or this could be some lead that AA could lose by checking some of the spots that PikaPals already checked. But in actuality, I don't think that AA is going to be checking many of those overworld locations at all.
No, he's going to go get his hammer.
Yeah, he'll get his hammer and...
He's going to go complete Skull Woods first.
I have no reason not to with Fire Rod and Quarter Magic.
And it's a crystal, too.
Yeah, but he's gonna need to get a key out of the back here. And right now he's probably kicking himself that he didn't go into Skullwoods first and get a key. And
he gets a key.
Yeah. That was the luck he needed, that's for sure.
Yep. He's catching up.
It's interesting that PikaPals went to the pyramid, but I didn't see him mirror on top of it. So, a little bit of a routing mistake by him. Maybe he'll do it after he finishes this, like AA
More
did.
than likely, because you automatically get the free warp to the pyramid. And sometimes I think it's just not worth it. In Entrance Shuffle, it is worth it, but...
Yeah, Entrance Shuffle, this is a high priority area for me.
Most definitely. But this is also going to take PikaPals, sorry, not PikaPals, AmazingAmpharos to Skull Woods afterwards, which also is very useful because he'll be able to actually, clear Skull Woods then, which all we know does have a shield.
Hey, a piece of heart.
Excuse me?
Yeah, PikaPals did visit the front of Skullwood, so he's probably already got an extra key from that.
Yes, he does. He made sure to grab the key that's under the pot. Well, the skull in this case, that is used in NMG. And now AmazingAmpharos checking the right Hyrule Castle entrance.
Finding Hera! Nice!
So is Hyrule Castle it's basically being a giant dungeon magnet today? Is it the new Death Mountain?
Can we get the Skullwoods crystal marked for AA? Yeah. We can. Tower of Hera is a crystal. We've confirmed that by the music.
Yep. but they each have a sword now. That'll be useful.
It's funny. AA have found 2 dungeons already, and he didn't get his mirror or his hammer even yet. Like he's still got that on his to-do list.
Yeah, but then Pika will probably go complete Skullwoods after this.
Let's see. I mean, hopefully he remembers to mirror right away to keep this interesting race. But he's gotta still remember that he has to check these spots immediately.
Oh, not just that. He's also got to remember to get his hammer.
Oh, it's notable that AA does not have his hookshot yet, which was at the Flute Boy.
Yes. That's because he immediately, when routing to Dark World, immediately checked north after Village of Outcasts and found Aga Tower and decided, I think the hammer is more important than checking Flute Boy.
Yeah, so it might be a long time before AA goes there, but at least he knows that's an item, and he might do that South Dark World stuff early when he's forced to check overworld things.
Yeah. And Pika does remember to mirror.
Oh god. Oh god.
Yes, that hole has cost me many a times. I think it's cost us all time.
Yeah.
And
that
Pika,
hole is unquestionably the worst.
Yep, and Pika will at least be able to actually not have to kill, to search for the other key.
Yeah.
If he needed? Yes.
With the fire rod and quarter magic, that's a minimal time save, but it's still, nice to just head straight to the door once you get to the back.
Yep. So will Pika go back and... sorry. AmazingAmpharos, sorry.
Yeah, AA is gonna go downstairs. Still looking for a number of things, I guess, but...
Will we find the
number one thing we're hoping to find here is the Cane of Samaria.
Yep. Actually, AmazingAmpharos has access to the left side of Ganon's tower, as does PikaPals once they get the hammer.
Right.
But only PikaPals could actually check more chests on it. Well, Pika can check, the entire left side, but AmazingAmpharos, by logic, does not have access to the 4 chests up top. And if you'll excuse me for a minute, Jacob, I'll be right back.
Okay. AA fires a little arrow into that chest that gave him bombs for his time. Let's see if PikaPals decides to do the basement as well. Wow! AA just finding a ton of dungeons that he can complete immediately. This is really turning out swell for him. It doesn't have the hammer yet, but going and killing Egg and him get him the ability to complete all these dungeons immediately. So if Pika doesn't choose to go to the basement of Hera, that'll save him some time over what AA just did. Yeah, the main entrance of Hyrule Castle is the, I think it's the main entrance of Desert Palace. Aghanim unlocks them. Yeah, that's quite something. You actually didn't need to kill Aghanim to get to these, though, because they had the flippers and the mitts, so they could have swam across and entered here a while ago. Yes, Swamp was on Death Mountain somewhere, so the only time loss is the ability to use the hookshot in this dungeon to save a little bit of time. Oh, also, of course, the checking the big chest in Hera, much faster with the hookshot, of course. Alright, PikaPals heads into Eastern, right behind AA. Notable that PikaPals did not check Hera Basement. Maybe having the hookshot puts him that much closer to go mode and dissuades him from wanting to make that check right away. I don't think we know if either Mire or Turtle Rock is a pendant or a crystal. That's something we need to know to determine if the cane is going to be required. Or a major factor. It might also be required in Ganon's Tower. AA is off to get his hammer. And then I imagine he'll be checking other likely dungeon locations immediately. Maybe up to Dark Death Mountain, where we found Swamp before. Oh, Mire and Turtle Rock were 5 and 6? Alright, I didn't see the map check. I do see chat, sorry. So the lack of hookshot is AA's major hold back right now. Hold up. As AA checks for some more dungeons here. He's still checking a few overworld spots, I guess. Ah, AA is gonna go and clean up the used town. Good choice, good choice. They both cleared most of these town, and they just have to do blind and the big chest.
Sorry, I'm back. So where was Eastern?
Huh? Eastern was up on the Hyrule Castle as well.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
I think you were here when AA found it.
No, I was not. I had just left. Well, just stepped out for a minute.
Okay, yeah. PikaPals did not check Hera Basement, but it was just 20 rupees.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe it was bombs, actually.
So that gives PikaPals another crystal.
Right.
Both of them were right behind each other.
Yeah. We've been told that Turtle Rock and Misery Mire were 5 and 6 crystals.
Okay, that is always useful.
Yeah, so I think that gives us all of the crystals now.
It was TT, not Turtle Rock.
Oh, not Turtle Rock. Okay, I misread. Sorry.
Thank you.
Mire and Thieves Town were 5 6. Sorry, not.
Thank you, S&By.
So Turtle Rock we don't know about.
Always useful whenever our tracker can help us out with information.
Yes.
And if I remember, Pika had dipped into swamp, didn't he?
Pika found swamp, but did not do anything.
Okay, so he knows whether it's a crystal or not.
Yeah, he does.
Yes.
We just didn't have the sound to know whether the swamp is a crystal or not. So
That is correct.
no, if anyone was watching him, maybe they'd know. But without the sound, we'll just wait until someone checks a map or. Whatnot. Alright, well, let's see if blind gives us anything great. Always nice when a blind has a cane. Oh!
Oh,
No! I
blind man
swear,
having a cane.
I am not looking at the spoiler or anything. Just
Oh, don't worry, this is nothing. Did you see the I think it was the secondary tournament race that had that the commentary called? It's like maybe we'll find the Titansmiths or the Flippers or something like that in Pod.
Yeah.
Back-to-back chests.
yeah.
And then they all even found the rods as well in there.
I'm sorry, M-Pain Train. My skills only extend to calling items in linked to the past randomizer races. So PikaPals is clearing Ganon's tower right here. In a randomizer, or in an entrance randomizer, with Ganon's tower not being in its normal location, it often helps you to go in there early, and not only do you have to finish it eventually, but you also might find some useful items there. Like PikaPals just found the silver arrows,
which is going to make a lot more of his fights a lot easier.
Yeah, definitely.
And looks like AmazingAmpharos is just about to make the same play.
Right, but he doesn't have the hook shot, so the left side would be a bit more difficult for him. He can still clear it all. He's just gonna have to do
a lot of bomb jumps.
Not a lot. 2 bomb jumps.
You are right on that one.
Oh, he's just grabbed the other key over there, and now he's heading right first. So he might think by the logic that the hook shot is on the right side, and maybe that's why he's doing that first.
That is true. The hook shot can be in any chest in the game, in Ganon's tower, except for the validation chest. And PikaPals just finding the 3rd sword upgrade.
No, that's not quite true. The hookshot can't be in the Stalfos room that's at the top left, and it can't be at the randomizer room.
Oh, yes, you are right. Sorry.
Oh, and it also can't be at the Fire Snake room. There's one chest on the left side that can have the hookshot, which is the map
Fireball
chest.
room.
With the double fire bar, yeah.
Yep. I've actually found it there before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the big key was in the actual Stalfos room. That was really amazing.
That was in an open mode?
I don't remember if it was open or if it was standard.
Okay, but it wasn't an entrance rando.
Yeah. But
okay.
Yes, I have found it in the normal randomizer, so it can happen.
Yeah. I think I've had hookshot in Ganon's Tower once in an open mode, and it was actually part of a 3-game rando race that we did, so it was a great seed that we had, really. I always appreciate any useful items appearing in Ganon's Tower, because otherwise it's such a uninteresting place in general. Just looking for a key, and
And
Oh, big key on the right
finding
side.
it. So, do you know whether or not AmazingAmpharos can hover?
No. He is definitely not a hoverer. He's not one for precise input stuff. PikaPals found a sword in the left side of Ganon's tower?
The rando room.
Yeah, okay. So, AA will get his second sword up on Death Mountain eventually, maybe? Maybe he won't, actually, now that I think about it. But we'll see. He should see on the ledge, and maybe he'll be persuaded to go in after seeing that sword up there. So,
yep.
AA is checking the big chest right away. Just a piece of heart.
And Pika, I think, is going to open Turtle Rock.
Well, he's gonna try. I don't know if it can be opened, or did he already...
He's got all 3 medallions.
Oh, he's got the Ether Medallion. Where did he find that? Was that also in Ganon's tower?
No, it was... God, I forget where it was on that one. Chat, did any of you remember?
Ether opened both Mire and Turtle Rock.
Oh.
Oh, so this entrance was not needed anyway. We don't know if Mire's entrance is going to be needed at all. It very well could be. It could be Mire. Uh-oh, A is out of arrows. This is tragic. Why didn't you get some arrows, buddy? Too many Armos fights in a row.
Yeah, and someone's pointing out in chat, if Pika finishes Town, he's in go mode.
Yeah. Which is not good news for AA, because it might be a while before he finds that hookshot.
That is true. That is very true. But AA is going to make it through.
Pika is near Thieves Town right now. He's checking a couple of spots, but he'll eventually head back there.
If he remembers it.
AA is... I think AA is just missing the cane, or the hookshot really right now, so he's probably only going to be checking that one chest, because that's the only thing that he's really looking for.
I think when he...
Oh, they both have Ether. Okay.
That is going to be great, and...
Wait, why is he going up here? Why are you going up here, AA?
He's going to bomb jump.
No, but why is he going up here? He doesn't need to. He's only missing the hookshot.
Yes, but he can still check the rooms.
But the hookshot can't be here. That's all he needs.
I know, but he's only got the fighter's sword right now.
Oh, that's... Yeah, that's a point. Okay.
Yeah, he does need at least one sword upgrade.
Alright. Okay, so that'll give him his sword, I guess, if he goes all the way down and does the random room, which I expect he'll do.
Yeah. The random room. Always useful. Most of the time.
Always, except when it's not.
Yep.
Okay. He'll be disappointed to not see the hookshot here. It would be an amazing place for it.
Yep, just like you're always bootless until boots.
So that is go mode for PikaPals. The only real advantage that AA has over him now is the fact that he's got the big key in Ganon's tower already.
Yes.
Also, I guess AA got the sword out of Desert, so he could wind up with a better sword for the Ganon fight.
Yes, that will be amazing for him, because he will have his Tempered V Master, Tempered hands down. Because they both have silver arrows.
Yeah. This fight, or this bomb jump isn't too tricky, you just have to make sure you're all the way to the left. So
yeah. It's not as bad as some of the Ice Palace bomb jumps, like the one in the hookshot room. I still need to figure that one out.
So AA will probably mirror out here after he gets
His Master Sword.
Yeah, these 4 chests here.
It looks like Pika is opting to mirror and check the left side of the Brothers' Hut. And finding Mire! Ouch!
The left side of the brother's house, the race game, you mean?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, race game had
All right.
fire.
Okay, so that's another spot where easily checked from the Dark World. I wouldn't be surprised to see either of them head there soon.
So, looks like AmazingAmpharos is going to opt to make a play on the Myra spot? Maybe? He's going to desert.
He's going to finish up Pod.
Oh, good. Pod is always useful.
Yeah, but he doesn't have or he's already cleared everything except for Helmasaur.
Last chest.
So
the last item is his Helma.
Yeah.
You are correct. And PikaPals finding the big key in the second location. Wow, fast Pod. Sorry.
Yeah, that's very nice. And he's got the bow and silver arrows, so Vitreous is no problem with just the Master Sword.
And the cape too, if he wants to do the cape strats.
Yeah, I wouldn't do the cape strats with just Master Sword though.
Yeah, because
not when you've got silver arrows.
That is true. That is so true.
If he were in the menu, he would likely switch to silver arrows there, but he likes to use the LNR swap as much as possible, but you have to go to the menu to switch to silvers. Yeah,
quick swap is great. It is very good. Would you want it for the regular randomizer?
Yes.
I know a lot of fans would say no, and a lot of players too.
There are definitely some people who would say no, but those are, I mean, a lot of people think that menuing is an interesting part of the game, which...
Yeah. I agree with players on that one, that is kind of important. I do. Ever since I've been learning NMG, I understand completely on... Especially playing, some of the more crazier, routes and runs that they have, like Mirror Sealed, and I've yet to try Cannaberna though, but Mirror Sealed actually does require a completely different item set. And AmazingAmpharos making real quick work of Helmasaur, while PikaPals just shoots down all the Vitreous. I would say guns down, but you really couldn't say that with the bow. Missing his first shot, missing his second. There we go. And AmazingAmpharos has killed Helmasaur King.
Yeah, so we've got a tie in crystals here now.
Yes, we do. But this is a very quick entrance shuffle. I remember when it was like over 2 hours plus.
Yeah. There's also an option in entrance shuffle now to make it so that the goal is just get all 7 crystals and you don't have to necessarily kill Aghanim too, which makes it even faster. These two are, pretty skilled at entrance shuffle though, so not surprising to see them.
Not only that, they're also very skilled at normal randomizer.
Yes. AA is 3-0 in the tournament. I'm not sure what PikaPals' record is.
I'm sure either, but AA finding ice.
I can check really quick here.
Okay. While you do that, I will note that AmazingAmpharos is in Ice Palace, heading down, while PikaPals is on his way to Helmasaur King.
Oh, PikaPals is 1-1. It shows. But I think he had a match tonight, maybe?
Not sure. I know it's a little harder to want to do, 2 back-to-back
Oh, he's 2-1.
matches.
He's 2-1. He won his race tonight.
That is good. I know there are quite a few runners that are insanely good, that are only 1-1.
Okay.
Or 1-2. I think Andy is like that.
So we found that ice is a crystal here, and that means that swamp is a pendant.
Yes.
So the real problem here for AA is that he doesn't have that hook shot, and
that's Stumpy for you.
he's gonna have to like clear everything. He's just not gonna find that hook shot in time. It seems very unlikely. He'll probably clear all the dungeons, and he'll be full clearing them. He's gonna full clear ice here, looking for it.
I know one thing I will want to ask our runners, once we get them in the booth, for the post race, is how it feels going back to entrance shuffle from the normal open mode. And PikaPals making quick work of King Helmasaur. That will be his 6th crystal, and all he has left to do is, well, ice. And oddly enough, ice is right next door. So chat, while both of our runners are working their way through long dungeons, why don't you give them, like and follow not only both of our runners, but I would say us as well, but just sorry. I know. And also our tracker SM By. He's had some really tough luck in the normal tournament so far. His first match was against Andy.
Oh, By has dropped out of the tournament.
Oh, I did not know.
Yes.
I did not.
AA is looking for the hook shot.
Yep. Well, PikaPals is dropping frames, so we can't see where he is.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be doing Go Mode Ice here.
Yeah, Go Mode Ice is so much better. Unlike the current logic where you have the choice of you're either going to be Go Moding it or you're not, and that's the same thing with Swamp. It's like a coin flip nowadays.
Yes, he did a bomb jump in the hookshot locked room. The hookshot locked room could still be the fastest way to clear the dungeon, even if you might not be required by logic to go through that way. It could be required to instead by the logic to like re-enter the dungeon with a key that you get in the basement.
Yes, or to full clear it by beating the boss and then coming back in for the last item.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Re-enter.
Yep.
So.
And there's the compass, so AmazingAmpharos has got all the items in here except for the boss drop. Excuse me. Wow, PikaPals goes from the entrance all the way down past the bomb jump?
What's that?
I said PikaPals.
He did bomb jump?
Yeah. No, PikaPals did the bomb jump, but he went from the entrance because his stream lagged and dropped so many frames that by the time he came back, he was in the room just before the, giant, spiked ball, room.
Right. AA missing that hook shot right now.
Yeah. Having to do ice without the hook shot or boots is harsh. Because at least with the hook shot, you can prevent yourself from, you can have some measure of control. Though it's even worse as if you don't have a sword.
AA has no powder here, so he can't.
Though, but he has a key.
Yeah.
Which means he can get to the ferry.
If he wants to do that, I don't know what he might just use his blue potion.
Yeah. I know for myself, I would
might just
go back
play
and
it
do
safe.
it.
He might just play it safe and go for it.
Yep, YOLO it. But he has Bombos and he has the Fire Rod. And And now PikaPals headed back to Ganon's tower. But he'll have to check all of the right side to get his actual big key.
I'm gonna guess that the next cave entrance that AA goes in is Mire, and he's gonna full clear that as well. So, you know, lose more time there looking for the hook shot.
It's technically,
but
if you can hover,
the nice thing about for AA about where he's gonna find Mire is that he'll be right near the actual hookshot location if he starts to do overworld after that.
Yep.
And there he goes. Of course, it's almost certainly going to be too little, too late for him. It doesn't look like he's going to get that third sword off of Death Mountain, which I'm sure he'd like to have. But maybe he'll find a third sword inside of Mire. We don't know where the fourth one is, and it's seemingly not in Ganon's tower.
Nope. I mean, unless it's in the upper chest, because neither of them checked them.
Yeah, right. We haven't seen what's upstairs yet.
Although AA could have, he chose not to. Technically, the hookshot could be upstairs in Ganon's tower due to the placement of items. So I'm surprised he didn't check it.
I wouldn't go upstairs in Ganon's tower without the hookshot generally either.
Yeah. I mean, technically, the hookshot
not when
can
I've got
be
a
there,
ton of dungeons left to check.
Oh, that is true. And that is a valid point. And PikaPals in the first of the Mimic rooms. Getting a nice pattern from them.
Yes, very well handled.
Yep. And looks like he will be entering Mire real soon. And doing the digging game as well. AmazingAmpharos goes through all that. PikaPals is just about to enter Gauntlet.
So I'm expecting AA is gonna go from the digging game directly to Mire here, and then clear Mire, and after Mire, well, he's not gonna mirror in there yet.
I think it's just gonna go around.
Unless he's gonna run back. Okay, he equipped the mirror, but
he'll find the hookshot. He will find the hookshot.
All right. Huh.
So, AmazingAmpharos is just about to enter Go Mode himself. So he will be able to Go Mode Mire.
Yeah. Let's see if he heads directly back to Mire after doing this. I'm really surprised he didn't check the back of the race game. I don't know if he's gonna end up going to Death Mountain first or what.
I do not know either. He will find the hookshot at least. Which, did anybody ever find Hookshot Cave?
No, that has not been found.
That is amusing.
Okay, so AA is not heading the right direction. Well, that's not good for him.
That is disappointing.
I'm really surprised if he just forgot about that spot or what.
Maybe.
This could be Hookshot Cave.
Turtle Rock, though.
Yeah.
That was Laser Bridge. I didn't catch whether or not either of them had checked the Laser Bridge.
It's surprising to see Routing really kill AA in this.
Yeah.
See, now he's gonna go to Ice.
Which we know is nothing. Because it led to another location, I forget where.
One end of Hookshot Cave might be at Ganon's tower.
I'm not sure on that one. Oh no, just Paradox Cave.
And he's already been in here, but he hasn't seen the other exit, I guess.
Most likely. Now, Pika, do you check the chest? You do? See, $20.
Yeah, he wants that sword, and
There's
he
tempered.
got it. Yep,
There's tempered.
that's gonna help that Ganon fight. We haven't
Yep.
seen Ganon yet, I don't believe, so Ganon is going to
Vanilla.
be at,
The pyramid.
Yep, the normal spot.
And PikaPals opting to keep going with just the 3 hearts. Oh yeah, that's right, he doesn't have powder.
What
But
is
taking
AA
care of
doing?
that.
Oh, he's going to check these other exits. He sees that sword up there, I think, and he wants to try to see if he can get it.
And the 4th bottle for PikaPals. With some delicious Kool-Aid.
Kind of useful for PikaPals right now, considering his health situation.
Well, he's got a fairy.
Yeah, but he's just gonna take the full
Yeah,
fill right now.
you and I would.
Otherwise, he's in really good shape for Ganon. He's got
Yeah.
quarter magic, he's got the cape if he chooses to use it, he's got silver arrows and tempered, so...
Which is always useful. Always.
Oh, did AA not get that sword there?
No, he did not. And PikaPal's getting hit with 1 blue ball.
I don't think AA is really lost yet. He just has not found the location that he needs, which is significantly different.
That
Because
is true.
a lot of this is stuff that he hasn't been in yet. But why is he going in here?
He's probably going to see about trying to find the hook shot.
Oh, he's going to take the other exit.
Yep. Did we ever find the true entrance to Turtle Rock?
I'm not sure about that.
There's 5, 6 hits. PikaPals. 8. 9.
And the perfect Ganon spawn right here to
Yes, it is the perfect one.
get a ton of unit. Oh, that came out of Ganon's tower, didn't it? Why are you going in this cave, AA?
It's the 7. It's the Waterfall Fairy test.
Yeah.
Apparently, both of them were just upgrades. And PikaPal's entering Phase 3.
AA is looking to get on that ledge there, so he's gonna go back to the beginning of Turtle Rock right here, I believe. I don't know why he's going through this. He doesn't need the key.
PikaPal's missing the torch glitch.
Yeah, torch glitches.
Eh,
Irrelevant.
Yeah.
You've got the silvers.
And let's get those GGs in chat for our winner, PikaPals! Do you happen to have the SRL chat up?
Yeah, PikaPal's official SRL time is 1:47:58, just like his timer says.
So I guess he's using the actual 5 splits where he entered the race from there.
Yeah, that is a fantastic time.
Yes, that is. Do you want to see if he wants to come in for an interview?
Yeah, definitely.
Here, I'll pull PikaPals in. GG and welcome, PikaPals!
Yes, congratulations. And maybe we need to pull him in again, because...
As soon as he's in.
Here. Yeah, you might need to refresh this.
Oh, there you go.
No, that was us and by. I'm waiting to hear PikaPals.
Yeah,
Sorry.
his mic might be muted.
Anyway, what?
We've seen Hookshot Cave here.
Yep. Now let's see what's in Hookshot Cave.
Oh, interesting. I have never considered starting Hookshot Cave from that way, but that's
Neither have I. I guess that technically does mean if Hookshot is there, you could actually have other stuff there. And welcome back, PikaPals. Oh, an AmazingAmpharos found the Sank Heart. So
it's just so surprising to me that AA did not check back of Brace game while he was there.
No, he did not.
And now he's gonna go to the front of Pod, which we know is not the answer. So.
No, it isn't. It is not. And while we are waiting on our winner PikaPals to, get in here after this mic situation, I will remind everyone to please go follow our runners, PikaPals and AmazingAmpharos. They've put on an amazing race for you. And as we know, Entrance Shuffle is a lot harder than normal mode. So I hope everyone has enjoyed this match of ours.
AA is doing a real good job here of full clearing every possible entrance. Oh man, you got a mirror there, AA. Get that. No! You want that sword!
Okay, I think my internet's up. Fine.
Hey, there you are.
Welcome, PikaPals.
Congratulations.
AA sees that sword. It's like, well.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Oh man, this was a kind of crazy race. You won it for. Well, I think at this point you might have won it regardless, with the trouble that AA is having finding
Meyer.
But yeah, you won it for a very interesting reason, I would say.
AA got stumped on one thing. Decided to sequence break.
He missed the glove that was at the Ice Rod Cave at Library because he went in there and apparently mixed up what the two entrances to that cave looked like and thought he was in the other one.
Right.
So he didn't check it.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah. But what's interesting about that is that he got stuck in Light World for longer because of that, and full cleared everything that he possibly could in Light World. So he got the boots out of the escape in the dark, and then,
Well, he had the fire rod at the time, so it really wasn't that dark.
Yeah, he had the fire rod to light the torches, but still. And then once he got the boots, he went to Desert first. And there was actually a sword in Desert, so he cleared Desert, including checking the green pendant and everything. And so he had a sword well before you did. And then he checked the Bonk Rocks west of Sanctuary and saw the other side of Ice Rod Cave, went in there, like bombed it open, and then realized, oh man, this is the wrong side, and I already found the other side. So he went back to the first spot and found those gloves, and then he was on his way. And he actually, since he had that sword from Desert right away, you spent quite a while looking for a sword so that you could get that hammer. And he had taken him down before you, despite getting Dark World access, like, I don't know, maybe 15-20 minutes after you.
And what was really amusing is, as he was in Hera, you had just about reached Aghanim.
Yeah. So after he cleared Aghanim, he immediately started doing those dungeons on top of the pyramid, and you did too. You caught up a little bit by skipping Hera Basement, and then really though you ended up catching up because he had to full clear looking for the hook shot when you were in go mode once you found that cane.
Right.
Yep. I do have to ask, you were in Thieves Town. When you realized that you couldn't kill Blind, did you think about just, wait, no, you did set him up on that one. Stream drop.
Yeah. For some reason, when I was in Thieves Town, the entire time I thought I had the cane, and then realized at the end that, no, I don't have the cane. What are you talking about?
Maybe when you were carrying Blind with you, you just felt the presence of the cane.
I guess so. The real scary part was, at the end, after finding the hammer, I had forgotten to write down where Thieves Town was, so I was kind of panicked trying to find it. Luckily, I had a general idea, but...
Yeah, if you can't find a dungeon, check Death Mountain. Or Hyrule Castle.
Luckily, it was easier to remember because the grasshoppers were rats. That was the saving grace, really.
So you remembered it was Light World.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, so AA found the hook shot, and he did the digging game, and he just forgot to check the back of Race Game when he walked through here, which is really strange. Like, for him to admit that, he just must be out of shape for entrance shuffle routing.
Yeah, there's a huge difference.
He did say he hadn't, played in the past 3 weeks for reasonably obvious reasons.
Yeah,
so he's probably pretty off.
Yeah, have you been practicing at all, keeping in shape?
Not really. I did a little bit of practice the last couple of days to make sure I remembered everything, but that was it.
Yeah. I meant to ask both of you, how hard do you think entrance shuffle feels versus normal open mode now?
I mean, entrance shuffle always has that extra layer, so it'll always be a bit harder. It's nice, Death Mountain is way more valuable, obviously, because you don't need to wait until you've got Hookshot or Mirror and Hammer to get to the East Death Mountain, where all the value is in regular rando, but other than that, it's a lot more to remember.
Well, how about that hype cave?
It was alright. It had like a lamp.
And Wake.
It is kind of mediocre. It's okay. We've certainly seen worse. This was a pretty standard entrance shuffle from what I've seen of later versions of it. That all of the big 5-item caves had almost nothing in them.
Well, that's sort of how the logic's been lately.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Lamp was technically great because it led to Mirror and Pod.
And the boots.
And Boots, yeah. Yeah, I checked Escape really late. I just forgot after a while.
Yeah, man, so AA got the boots before you. Not too long before you, but he got them in the dark for not too long. And then just after he got the sword with the boots out of Desert, because he went there immediately after Escape and got that sword right away.
Right, of course.
You headed to Escape right at that time, which made sense because you had just cleared the front of Escape. So maybe that jogged your memory, say, oh, I should do the back of Escape now. And then that got you the boots. So, you know, that took away a big advantage that AA had, those boots.
Yeah,
but then you just didn't do desert after that, and...
Right.
Yeah, but it was really interesting to see you both actually, you know, each get a sword, you know, but from 2 different locations. I know it's possible, but it was really one of those seeds that you would, you know, you had your choices of where to go.
Yeah. And these swords were heavily item blocked for sure.
Yeah.
The game wanted you to go swordless. If the game wants you to go swordless, you gotta go swordless.
Like, I guess I could have stolen the key, but even then, I'm not sure if I would have done it with desert being technically completable without boots. I guess it was a pendant, so maybe it would have been better, but yeah.
Yeah. But
You still need those boots to get the hammer anyway, so...
Yeah, exactly. So it really didn't matter.
No.
yeah. And AmazingAmpharos entering the gauntlet right now. But no, I found it a very interesting seed to watch on this one. No, because... You know... Sorry, lost the train of thought.
It was definitely a very fast seed, for sure.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy going from, like, I think I had 1 crystal, and then I beat Aghanim and had 4 crystals in the span of, like, 10 to 15 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
Just because all those dungeons right next to each other.
Hyrule Castle being the Palace of Evil this time. It's even funnier if it ends up having like 4 dungeons in there. And Ganon. That is always the amusing thing about Hyrule Castle. And the dream. Because then you know where 4 of your dungeons are, and you have immediate access to Ganon. And PikaPals in the
That's a...
torch. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pika. Sorry, I'm tired. I am basically tired. So. Sorry again, Pika. AA is finishing up.
How did you finish? How did you feel this seed was going for you? Did you think you were doing pretty well, or? I know that those crystals came awfully quickly once you got to that point, but it did take you a while to find that sword.
And
Yeah,
AmazingAmpharos picking up butter.
I was feeling really good after, really after finding the Mirren pod so early. I felt like that was a really nice advantage.
That was definitely well played there. You know, you were in there pretty early. You didn't have a sword or lamp, and you still managed that dark maze pretty quickly.
Yeah.
AA did the same thing eventually, but not nearly as soon as you did.
Luckily, with that one, you can actually use the fire that the Kodongos spit out to kind of keep your position if you're paying close enough attention to it. But yeah, like, getting the mitts felt late. Obviously not as bad as AA had, but I forgot Bottle Vendor for a while.
Yeah, you guys both had a glove pretty early, but you both took quite a while to get your second glove. You certainly got your second glove quite a ways before he did. Wow, look at these Aghanim patterns.
Yeah, the Aghanim patterns were reasonably nice.
Yep, only one blue ball between them.
So, Aghanim 2 has blue balls, I guess, but not Aghanim 1. Alright.
It might have just been one of those seeds where Aga 1 didn't have any.
No, I'm pretty sure Aghanim 1 doesn't have them in the entrance shuffle program.
I guess. I'm I haven't played Entrance Shuffle in a while, so I don't remember.
Yeah. Agreed there. Agreed there.
This will be a nice quick fight for sure. Got gold sword and silver arrows.
Yeah. Blue mail. The cape. Quarter magic.
It was
Basically almost
interesting.
infinite magic.
You both headed to Ganon's tower at about the same time with one tool, but you had the hook shot and he had the Cane of Samaria. Yeah, so he did the right side while you were doing the left. That was kind of a fun moment.
I guess with Kane at least you could finish it. Assuming he had bow as well, but...
No, well, actually, he did have the bow, but he didn't go upstairs because he didn't have the hook shot.
Oh,
And
right.
he can't hover.
Right, he doesn't have hook shot. Yeah,
Not
that
a
makes
hover.
sense.
Yeah. I'm part of that club. I can't hover to save my life on that one.
I don't want to imagine that scenario where hovering is required to save your life. On held your head, like hover and link to the past now, or you're gonna get it.
Just don't upset Andy, I think is the moral of that story.
Yeah. Yeah. And AmazingAmpharos finishes as well. Someone want to give the official time for him?
Yes, it finishes with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 6 minutes, and 11 seconds.
Okay, GG's to him. So, do you want to see if he also wants to come into a post-race interview?
Yeah, I invited him in. Let's see if he joins to the voice channel.
Yep. And that's the fun part about the Entrance Shuffle. It's going to be, it's always fun to watch. So, PikaPals. This is the losers final?
Yep.
So, you have to face Gem
Right.
at the grand final. AmazingAmpharos, welcome.
Hi.
How are you this fine evening?
Would have been better if I didn't do this. Like, I was in no way, shape, or form prepared to play today, but if I didn't play today, it was going to put the tournament back at least a full week, and it already had such a long, unreasonable delay, I couldn't accept that. I just had to... Well, I kind of needed to lose anyway, because I was already, double eliminated, so it's just as well.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about those circumstances too much here.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the race a little bit and how really you both had some struggles at various points, and you were definitely in the lead for a significant part of the race, but yeah, there were two major things that you forgot that really killed you. So, you want to talk about that ice rod cave at first?
Yeah, that was just a chump move. I mixed up which one was which. I'm sure you noticed as soon as I bombed open the good bee cave and walked through that door, I was like, oh, wait. Because when I found that mirror in Palace of Darkness, I knew I was sequence breaking.
Right.
It wasn't even leading me to anything obvious. So I'm like, I'm just going to keep doing stuff because it's better than standing there staring at my screen, but I've clearly missed something.
Yeah.
The good news is I'm clearly not so bad at entrance that I forgot where the entrances were. I correctly checked every entrance.
Mm-hmm.
That is correct.
There was a thing in an entrance, and then I left it because I thought it had a good B, because I was not ready to race today.
And you weren't going for the good B value this seed, apparently.
Yeah,
Maybe you didn't have the net yet. That's what was holding you back.
I didn't have the boots when I found it either.
And no Quake or Sword, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's just all bad. And Palace of Darkness, swordless, without a lamp, is horrible. That was really slow.
Yeah, but Pika did it before you, well before you actually, and did that pretty well. So that was great for him. The thing that he forgot was that he didn't do the bottle vendor for quite a while, and so he didn't get that glove. So you each had one glove for a long time, and then you kind of found like the Moon Pearl pretty close to each other in the end. But then he found his second glove well before you, while you did you did escape in the dark and you got those boots before him. But it turned out that like as you were doing desert and getting the sword there, he was doing the front of escape. And then I think once he did the front of escape, he realized, oh, I haven't done the back, and then he went and got his boots right away. But another interesting thing that happened at that point was that, you were up and checking the bonk spots and jogging your memory that, oh, I didn't actually do the right side of Ice Cave, so I have to go back there.
Well, they're two completely separate caves. It's
right.
Yes.
Yes. Right. We're not into technical details here,
The nice thing was once you found it and immediately had Dark World access, you went and found Aga Tower. Which PikaPals had already found, but had to walk out from because he didn't have a sword.
Yeah, he had no sword, and he looked everywhere for a sword. He full cleared like most of the Dark World looking for a sword.
I kind of figured after Hype Cave, the single entrance caves were not going to be too hot.
Yeah, the first sword that
every multi-chest one, and I'd found a lot of single chest ones.
The first sword he found was the one on the floating island. So yeah, he took that sword and went and got his hammer with that one. It would seem by the most likely one that would have been required was the one that you found first, but who knows? But yeah, so you had the hammer significantly before him, and then you cleared egg in him, and you started clearing those dungeons, and then he was about a dungeon or so behind you. But he had a lot more things checked on the overworld, and he had the hook shot. So that was.
Go ahead.
That was big for him.
Not having hook shot was because I knew unless Ether was going to be a troll, which I considered a distinct possibility because I was running low on places for Meyer to be, that hook shot was going to be my go mode. Like when I was in Ganon's Tower, the sequence break on the left, I was like, this is mostly useless, but maybe there's another sword over here, and that's something I need eventually.
Right. And I think
you did find the Master Sword in the rando room, which was helpful.
Yeah, I was a little surprised actually that you cleared Ganon's Tower when you knew that hookshot was most likely the go mode, except for the sword.
See, I figured when I went into Ganon's Tower, I thought it was really likely hookshot was on the right side.
Yeah.
Of GT.
No, I don't blame you for thinking that.
Yeah, and then once I was done with that, it's like, I better check at least the bonk spot. It could have hookshot. If you're going to go that way, the Stalfos room's like no extra time, and then why wouldn't you just finish, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it did take you a little time, though, to clear all of that.
And still needing a sword, it was not a waste. I got a sword and silvers from it.
Yeah.
Yep, and silver's always useful, as is the Master Sword, which, oddly enough, actually lets you get to, Butter Sword, as PikaPals had to use just the Tempered.
Well, that's...
I only checked those chests because I just had a sneaking feeling that PikaPals did not finish with Master, and I thought the sword on the island was so horribly far out of the way. There's no way he found it. He just found Meyer faster, and I'm like, I bet there's a sword up here, and that's the one he got.
He did.
The one
he
didn't get is the one in desert.
I guess it was in no way inevitable that you would 100% full clear the light world because you walked out of Ice Rod Cave.
Yeah, and then the other thing that killed you, of course, like, you were full clearing the dungeons, and he kind of caught up to you around the time that you were full clearing ice, and, you know, he started in there at the same time. But then, he basically went, I think he already had Mire done at that point, actually. He went to Mire before ice, and you, for some reason, put off that cave. I think you just forgot it. But it seemed like when you found Hookshot that you were probably going to go right back to that spot, but you seemingly forgot about it in your routing there.
Well, I was on my way to the Swamp Palace spot, which was just as likely to have Mire. It didn't.
You know that there's no excuse for not checking that entrance while you were doing the digging game.
I told you I was in no way prepared to race today.
Right. Yeah,
Yes.
I know. But beyond those two mistakes, it was a pretty clean race.
Yes. You looked like you were
I
having...
had 2 deaths on Death Mountain. I mean, to be fair, the RNG was total garbage on those boulders on that second death. There was nothing I could do about that. I could have
We've all
not walked
had
in the hole 2
mistakes.
times with the old man, so I could have had the health to take the hit. But once I was at half a heart on Death Mountain, the RNG decided I was dead.
It is what it is sometimes. It is what it is.
Do you know what your item menu time was on this seed?
Oh, I have no idea.
Looks like you paused it.
In order to even... I would have a severely distorted voice if I didn't kill the emulator and the stream in order to come into Discord, because apparently Discord chats use computer resources to a significant extent.
Alright, yeah. Fair enough. So it's over forever, and we'll never know. Although you could beat it again, and the credits would have changed.
I gotta say, that's an appealing option right there. I could even use quick swap against Ganon to not affect the item menu time. Though,
no, you actually won't affect the item menu time.
A couple of times in this race, which is also really bad.
Where is the autosave? In the credits, is it after the the review of the locations, or is it? There's definitely an autosave at some point.
The very end of it.
Not sure.
It's the very end of it.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
The very end of it, because I actually did a true any percent run earlier this week, and after doing that and having to go through the whole credits and resetting, it shows the number of games played immediately on there, so it would be after the credits.
I mean, wherever it is, there's certainly a frame that I bet you could corrupt all your save files if you reset the game.
Oh, yes. More than likely. Anyway, guys, it was nice watching you. I've got to go because it's around 11 p.m. where I am, and I need to get up early tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks to all you guys, the racers in particular, and everyone else who had part in this for putting this race on in short order and putting on quite a display for us. It was an entertaining race to watch, despite any mistakes that might have been made. And we'll really look forward to PikaPals and Gem in the finals, which will hopefully be sometime soon.
That's going to be a really amazing race. It is. I just hope that they don't have to go back-to-back with going from a open mode seed to an immediate entrance shuffle seed. Bouncing from one tournament to the other. Anyway, good night, everyone. Enjoy the actual tournament, both the entrance shuffle, which has got its grand finals coming up, and the regular fall tournament. For our tracker SM Buy, thank you for helping us out there. Anyway, night, everyone. For me, at least.
Yeah. Good night, everyone. Thanks so much for watching.